In this episode of MOCAPTV, cadets learn first aid CPR. A look at one member's volunteer efforts for recovery in the Northeast. New regulation changes and more. MOCAPTV starts now.
Alright everybody, I need a go, no go for MOCAPTV news broadcast. Audio.
Go audio.
7.
Video.
Check.
6.
Live stream.
No worries, mate.
5.
Anchor check.
4.
Where's our anchor?
3. 2. You're watching the MOCAPTV News Network. 1.
Welcome to this episode of MOCAPTV. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Bradley Sanker. Major General Charles Carr, National Commander, announced the release of CAP STEM Kit program in a letter to the membership on 25 January. STEM, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, is an initiative to keep our country technologically competitive in the global economy. Through National Defense Education Program funds, Civil Air Patrol will join the initiative with the implementation of the CAP STEM Kit. This kit contains the educational materials and tools necessary to provide hands-on learning in subject areas such as flight simulation, astronomy, radio-controlled aircraft, model rocketry, robotics, and other related subjects. There are 5 modules available that complement our existing aerospace curriculum. Application for the program begins on 25 February. Watch for information from the Wing on STEM competitions. You can find more information about the program on capmembers.com. The Missouri Wing Cadet Advisory Council, or CAC, is in full swing planning activities and developing training opportunities for cadets around the Wing. The Council held their first meeting of 2013 in conjunction with the Wing Commander's Call. The Council is chartered with advising the Wing Commander and staff on cadet-related issues. They provide a voice for what the cadets in the Wing see as issues, areas of improvements, and ways to recognize excellence in the cadet program. This year's Council is led by Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Sam Horstmeyer, the CAC Chair, Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Caleb Couture as the Vice Chair, and Cadet Master Sergeant Arthur Wands as the Recorder. Each unit is authorized representation on the Council. For more information about the CAC, you can visit their website at cac.mowgcap.org. Commanders received a presentation from a representative of the Missouri Veterans History Project. This project provides an oral history of Missouri veterans to be included in the National Archive and the State Historical Registry. Jerica Holt, a senior at the University of Missouri, made a presentation and presented an invitation for CAP to help with the project and document our heritage.
The whole goal of the History Project is to get veterans personal accounts of their lives, most particularly their time in service, but just the entire life of the veteran, to get kind of an organic history available through the Library of Congress and through the State Historical Society. And with the Missouri Veterans History Project, we also really focus on being able to make a DVD of the interview available for the veteran and their family. Kind of sings to my heart because, like, during the interview, it's all about honoring the veteran and realizing the living history, because I don't know if any of you are familiar with oral history, but it's got a huge like research into it, and it's a really powerful thing.
Colonel Williams also commented on the program and encouraged members to see how they can participate.
You know, most of you who have known me growing up know that history was my major in college, and so history means a lot to me. And especially, I don't know if any of you have had the chance to sit down with a veteran in your family, whether it was a parent or a grandparent or anything like that, who aunt or uncle or anybody and heard their story. But it's always very moving. And I think it's very important to capture that information and to have that for posterity. It helps grow our understanding of what it was like at that time, how it affected them later. But it gives us a much better picture of the overall event, because historians can tell you, they can write the books, and they can put it very factual, but it's the actual words from the individuals there that give you the emotion of the moment, that can really tell you what it felt like.
Missouri Wing will appoint a special programs officer to oversee coordination with the project to provide assistance wherever we can. You can find more information about the program at mvhp.net. We saw a lot of changes to CAP regulations and manuals in the closing weeks of 2012. Most of these changes were to incorporate the new CAP governance structure. In cadet programs, the CAP Regulation 5216 now implements changes to the SPOTS exam. With the reduction of state directors, wings must now administer the tests. In Missouri, the wing commander has appointed 3 proctors to administer the tests. All the proctors are members with years of experience and a background in cadet programs. Wing proctors may also administer tests for other wings within the region when necessary. CAP Regulation 77-1 no longer requires fire extinguishers or first aid kits in corporate vehicles. Missouri Wing will transition out these assets as they expire. However, they remain optional for the vehicle if the units wish to maintain them. In addition, the regulation prohibits the use of handheld cellular phones and texting devices while driving. CAP Regulation 20-1 implements term limits for group and unit commanders to 4 years. Wing commanders have the option to request an extension waiver when necessary. For a complete listing of the changes, make sure you review the publications on capmembers.com. National Headquarters has also released the new Skills Evaluation Trainer module in OPS-QUAL. This new module now allows wings and regions to appoint evaluators for each ES qualification and provides an online method to record authorized evaluators as required by CAP Regulation 60-3. Be sure to watch Part 3 of the January Commander's Call on MOCAPTV for more information about the new SET module. The first phase of SET allows wings to identify and grant permissions to existing qualified members and is scheduled to be completed by 22 April. This week wraps up the annual inventory for logistics and communications assets in Missouri. All units must complete the inventory by 31 January. Units are reminded that they must put eyes on all assets and verify not only the serial numbers but property tags. Also, if you have items at your unit that are not on your inventory, notify Logistics and Communications immediately. Members of the Morgan County Flight and Sedalia Cadet Squadron completed first aid and CPR training on 19 January. The cadets and seniors received CPR instruction using American Heart Association standards.
Find your imaginary line between the nipples, place your fingers in there. You do your 30 compressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Instruction was provided by members of Morgan County Flight and the Morgan County Sheriff's Department.
Everybody see what I'm doing now. Which pressure keeps the pressure on. Okay, now somebody with a head wound too. I want you to look at their eyes. Make sure the pupils, that's the black things in the middle, are equal.
The members received hands-on instruction with the latest equipment, including how to use an AED. The overnight event prepared the members for real-life emergencies they might experience at home or on a CAP activity. In addition, the members participated in ICUT and mission radio operator exercises. Several members also completed their general emergency services requirements. Cadet Airman Cynthia Wilson of Sedalia Cadet Squadron completed all requirements for Ground Team Member Level 3, Mission Radio Operator, and Mission Staff Assistant. Congratulations to all members for their hard work and attention to detail during this critical training. Are you ready for National Special Activities? Over 50 cadets and 4 senior members from Missouri applied for the National Cadet Special Activities in 2013. Applications are being reviewed and will be completed by the 15th of February. Members will be notified by National Headquarters of their status on the 15th of March by email. You can find more information about National Cadet Special Activities on capmembers.com and on the National Cadet Special Activities page. 4 members of Group 2 are credited with the first Missouri ELT find of 2013. Cadet First Lieutenant Benjamin Burney, Master Sergeant Robert Miller, Major Dan Gerbis, and Lieutenant Colonel Gene Rue silenced the ELT at the Creve Coeur Airport after a 0400 wake-up call. For Cadet Burney and Master Sergeant Miller of Wentzville, they will be credited with their first find ribbon. This week marks 3 months since Hurricane Sandy devastated much of the East Coast. Captain David Sewell, the Assistant Missouri Wing Finance Officer, has been deployed to New York to serve those affected by Superstorm Sandy since November 23rd in his capacity as Disaster Services Technology Generalist Manager with the American Red Cross. While he continues with his duties for Missouri Wing, David has functioned in New York as a Communications and Field Site Manager. At the peak of the relief effort, David supervised the establishment of the technological communications infrastructure at 15 sites. This includes satellite internet and telephone, as well as amateur and low-band radio communications in both fixed and mobile applications. Through this work, disaster relief assistance in the form of feeding, bulk relief items, and lodging continues to be provided, and the framework for long-term recovery support is being established. The Disaster Services Technology function supports the implementation of technological infrastructure, enabling the disaster relief mission of the Red Cross to be possible. Captain Sewell has volunteered for the Red Cross since late 2006, deploying on more than 20 presidentially declared national disasters, including the Joplin Tornado Relief Operation in the summer of 2011. Technology has certainly become an important part of society. This week's Tech Tip shows you how you can use the internet to host meetings for small groups.
In today's Tech Tips, we're going to talk about Google Hangouts. It's a great application and it's easy to use. You can use Google Hangouts for CAC, a finance meeting, or whatever other meeting you might need for your local unit. Here's some more information about this free internet service. Google Hangouts is part of the Google suite of applications online. You don't necessarily have to have a Google account to access the Hangouts. In fact, with Missouri Wing, you can either use your Missouri Wing email address that can be assigned to you, or you can use a personal email. To access Google Hangouts, you need to log into Google+. Google+ is a similar feature to Facebook, but it has some additional add-ons such as the Hangouts. You can start a Hangout from your Google+ page by clicking on the icon that says Start Hangout. Once the new window opens, you can add friends by using their name, circles, or email address. You can also add telephone numbers for call-in personnel to join your meeting. In addition, you can also put the Hangout on air by selecting the Enable Hangouts on Air feature. Enabling Hangouts on Air puts a live version of your video on YouTube. Once you've added all your friends, just click Hangout.
Now adjust your camera, smile, and start your conversation.
Hi, Madison.
Hi.
While you're in the Hangout, the person that's talking is featured on the screen. In addition, you can share your desktop, watch YouTube videos, or just communicate either by voice or using the chat feature on the side of the screen. You can also add silly graphics to make the meeting more interesting. The Wing command staff uses Google Hangouts every week to present their weekly updates.
You can find lots of help on Hangouts by using the keyword Hangout in the Google search feature.
In case you missed it, MOCAP TV was featured on Volunteer Now, the Civil Air Patrol national news site. We'd like to thank everyone for their contributions and continued support of MOCAP TV, and we look forward to many episodes to come. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode. If you have a story you would like to share, send us an email at mocaptv@mowg.cap.gov or contact us on Facebook /MOCAPTV. You can also find us on Twitter and on the Missouri Wing website. For MOCAP TV, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Brad Sanker.